Hey everyone, I hope all is well. My name is Ashanti and welcome to Uniquely Ashanti's Corner. I'm bringing another dose of vitamin P to feed your mind, and today's topic is your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. Some of us have been taught that expressing emotions only shows weakness, that it's easy for others to take advantage and trample over us. And some of us have been told that we're overreacting. It's not that serious, or stop being so sensitive. It's not a good feeling to open yourself up to someone you trust, only to get shot down and made to feel like you're wasting someone's time. What the naysayers don't realize is that there is strength in expressing that we're frustrated, we're angry, and we're sad. There is strength in the tears we shed. And you know why? Because we are acknowledging that we are not okay, which is the first step in finding ways to correct that. It also shows we are authentic beings who aren't trying to maintain some type of superficial image to impress others. But when we try to suppress those feelings, that's what weakens us. It will continue to eat away at us until we address it. Whenever this subject comes up, I think about Jesus. I think about him experiencing agony while nailed to the cross. And I think about how he wept when Lazarus died. And if you don't know the story of Lazarus, I strongly encourage you to read it. I'm not going to dive into that in this video. But anyway, when I think about this, I always ask myself, if crying makes someone look weak and too sensitive, does this mean that Jesus was weak? Was Jesus too sensitive? If you directed these questions to me, my answer will always be no, because Jesus is the strongest one of us all. He was never without strength and bravery. We may be emotionally impacted by something that has little to no effect on the people around us. But that certainly does not mean that we're wrong for feeling that way. We are unique human beings with different personalities, and unfortunately, some people forget this a lot. I remember watching a video some time ago from a poet named Jasmine Sims. It was a short sit-down video, and in this video, she shared an experience with her young niece. One day, Jasmine's niece was crying because she accidentally left a drawing behind that she had just did. And Jasmine was telling her niece to calm down, telling her that she can just get another coloring book, it's not a big deal. And basically, Jasmine didn't really see why her niece was so upset about this. And it wasn't until Jasmine's father helped her to understand something very important. He said that while you may not see worth in that drawing, your niece did. And if she can't trust you with her feelings now as a young girl, how can she trust you with her feelings as a young woman with a broken heart? This helped Jasmine to realize that pain cannot be measured. Her words, not mine. She also mentioned that by trying to measure what is worth caring about and not caring about goes against what the Bible tells us about mourning with those who mourn. Today's dose of vitamin P topic is something that actually hits close for me personally. I don't think I ever shared this with you all, and if I did, I honestly don't remember. But I'm a sensitive person, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not. I mean, I'm not as sensitive as I used to be years ago by the grace of God, but I'm still sensitive. And for years, I have been told by relatives that I get too emotional. I need to stop being so sensitive and to stop all that crying because people will think you're weak. I remember one time when I was in college, I was so frustrated from the workload I had and trying to complete upcoming assignments, and the frustration literally brought me to tears. I wasn't sad, but I was just that frustrated from it. And when I was expressing my feelings to my father and another relative, their response was, well, you're not going to solve anything by crying. This was a sentence my relatives often told me when they felt like a certain scenario didn't call for a hug or an encouraging everything's going to be okay. And it's a sentence that made me cringe whenever I heard it. And it still does. The majority of the time when I expressed my emotions, I was just looking for a listening ear, a way to get it off my chest so I could feel some type of relief. But when I was shot down simply because my relatives didn't feel the same way, it made me feel like they saw my feelings as an inconvenience. It was written all over their faces, and it annoyed me so much. While my father has gotten a little better about it over the years, there's still room for improvement. And as for my other relatives, I don't even share my emotions with them because they don't give that safe space. They only criticize, which only worsens my feelings. Sad, but true. That's the reality of things. If no one has ever told you this, I'm going to say this to you right now. Do not let anyone make you feel like that your emotions don't matter. Don't let anyone tell you that you are weak for having feelings. Do not let anyone make you feel like that you are burdening them by sharing your frustrations with them. If the people around you do not care, it's time to either limit your time around them or what you decide to share with them, or both. The same way that their feelings are important, so are yours. Your feelings are just as important. If God can allow us to feel certain emotions, especially to help us to sympathize with those in similar scenarios, then those who truly care for us should do the same. Remember that your feelings are valid. And with that, I am going to bring this dose of vitamin P to a close. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this helped whoever needed to hear this very important message. If you have anything to say, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, of course, if you feel led to. And if you do, please refrain from profane language, even if it's an abbreviation, and please be respectful. God bless each and every single one of you. Take care of yourself, be encouraged, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.